You weren't doing that. Like there was no grand design. It just seems like you did all this on a whim, and it just ended up badly for you. And then you're trying to think of any excuse possible to be there.
Now,
Uh,
since you get all angry and defense about that DeviantArt thing, but you're also verified on raping, you can understand why it would sound like you would have connection to asking for
all
nudes
right.
from minors.
I don't mean to
But I
interrupt,
asked,
but I feel like this conversation, as I popped in, has completely gone off its initial course, and I think there needs to be a correction. So walk back it a little bit, real quick. I get it. Everyone's a little bit wanting to have a piece of the pie here, but calm down for a minute, everybody. I just want to know, like, what did Lance specifically say about that? Like, what happened with this call?
Okay, so I asked him a question about that type of thing on DeviantArt and why he might have asked for things that aren't savory in any law firm and stuff like that, and he literally said, "I don't care," uh, and that sort of uh, made my ears perk up just slightly because it means I don't care whether I did it or not, and it sounded like it was affirmation whether he did it or not. So there's a possibility, however slight, that something did happen, and the fact that he gets all angry and huffy and stomping his feet about it, and he was verified on raping, doesn't two and two do not make a very pleasant four here.
So I just wanted to ask, why, Lance, why would you say that when someone brought up about nudes, you said you don't care? What specifically about that do you not care for? I'm curious. I want to know.
Lance,
This is not an attack. I'm genuinely curious. Like, what nudes are you referring to?
that silence speaks a great deal.
I'm just asking a simple question. It's not antagonistic. I'm curious. Like, what are the what are the nudes are you specifically referring to?
Lance,
yeah, I'm still here.
Answer the question, Lance.
I wouldn't ask for that. That's fucked up and insecure for some people.
Okay, well, I popped in on Fox's stream, and I heard specifically that you said something about asking specific people nudes.
But I
And
wouldn't do that, you piece of shit.
then you were getting all defensive about it. You said that you didn't give a shit, and then you left. So explain that to me. I saw
Well,
that on
because
stream. I wasn't
I
even
get
here at
scared.
first when this was happening. No, you answer this fucking question. Whose nudes did you ask for? Was it a
I
nudes of
did
a
not
child?
ask for nudes.
Was it a
I've
nudes of a
lost
child?
31 nudes, but I would not ask for a minor nudes. That is wrong.
Why are you
I
so
didn't
defensive?
ask for
It's a simple yes or no question.
no.
Okay, then why are you so defensive about it?
Because I'm trying to tell you the truth.
The only truth I'm seeing is you got caught in a conversation where you tacitly admitted to something very particular and you're getting very defensive about it. This is why I'm here. Sorry to say it, but the only reason I'm here is because I got tired of fucking the usual derailing talk that happens with people in here. So I want to fucking prevent that from happening and actually get right to the point. Why do you ask this person for nudes? Who was it? How old were they?
I did not ask for nudes. I'm leaving the conversation. Goodbye.
That's an admittance at this point. Yep, there you go.
Now, now, Cass, do you want me to tell you what I heard?
Yeah, go ahead, Gage.
Okay, keep in mind the whole nudes question came about because back when I did some digging into his past on DVR, back when he was like creeping on EV Party and shit, I had gotten into contact with two people
Hmm.
who had since told me that they'd rather not be contacted again because they didn't feel safe if Lance had known they were speaking to someone, so I'm gonna respect their privacy and not fuck with them again. But the thing is though, like what they had told me was these people were both 14 and 16 respectively. They were both on the spectrum. They were in a Bolt fandom on DA. And I believe I might have told you this, you might have forgotten, but Lance apparently had approached them with a request of being depicted as Bolt the dog. And essentially they had said, no, we don't feel comfortable like drawing pictures for you. We don't feel like drawing you art. And now keep in mind, this is only what they told me. I cannot confirm. So take this within a grain of salt. Keep
Okay.
in mind, just within a grain of salt.
Okay.
So keep in mind, they said, we just don't know you. We do not feel comfortable with this. We do not like this at all. We do not feel comfortable with what you're saying because it feels really weird to have someone coming out of nowhere essentially requesting for you to make them art when you have not really spoken to this person at all. You've like seen them around but not talked to them.
Mm.
And it went from asking like slightly politely to like trying to demand it, and when they just said no and blocked him, he produced like a handful of journals, like how Facebook and stuff allows you to like post stuff on your wall. There was like dozens of posts about how these people were not his friend, how he was going to kill himself, how he felt like he was worthless because they didn't want to be his friend. You know, typical suicide baiting shit. Whenever you're trying to bend someone's arm to doing what you want,
Yeah.
it was shit like that. And of course, they reluctantly, and I do emphasize reluctantly, they did give him a second chance to try to be friends. And I guess that was the mistake they made, was like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And now I cannot emphasize this enough. Take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just saying this is only what I've been told. That way you understand this, Lance, because I see that you're back. This is only what I have been told. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm only saying this is what people have told me. These people whose usernames I will not mention because they basically had to jettison themselves off DeviantArt after he was IP banned. Because he came back in like another week with another item with a separate IP address. They
Okay.
basically said that he had more or less DM'd them some like really inappropriate loose shit.
Okay.
So some of the things that were mentioned pertain to the size of their bust, whether or not he could see their lady folds, etc., etc. And they basically just reported him nonstop to the point to where his account got basically like just like bopped right off the fucking thing.
Okay. So why are you
And now
asking that of?
again,
Why are you
only
at?
what I've
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So why were you asking these parent minors these things, Lance? What exactly was the goal with that?
like, what are you saying?
I'm asking why are you trying to ask any of this shit with minors? What's the point? You're in your 30s, dude.
keep
I
in
could talk
mind this was years
when I
ago.
want.
How
I could
many
talk
years
to
ago?
adult women. I could talk to you guys. It doesn't really matter who I talk to.
Well, the difference is everyone here's an adult.
Exactly. So I'm talking to you now. It
Okay.
doesn't matter
All
who I
right. For
talk to.
someone who's making a big deal about we having adult conversations, you seem to fucking run to the hills the first minute I ask this question. Why is that?
Because I'm scared.
What are you
Of what?
scared for? What exactly?
Well, because you keep asking something that I wouldn't do.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be scared about it if it's not something you did?
Because it's something that I would not do, period.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sorry,
Another question is, why would these people lie to a complete stranger about it?
Because they like to make up false stories about me. That's how famous I am.
You're not famous.
Famous, bro. You can't even get 100 views per upload with your shitty podcast. Don't even play this.
Now we're gonna keep asking. I'm sorry, but this is a serious thing we need to talk about. Why were you doing this on DeviantArt?
So they can ban me.
Why would you want to be banned?
So I can never come back.
That doesn't make any sense.
So you were asking them, like, you were trying to pose
All
as a
right.
dog and
Hold on.
asking,
Hold on. So there's some people asking for context. So Lance is formerly known as MCL771, someone who got involved in the rapey fiasco and decided to make an account on a website known as Rapey, where this website was hosted by Nathan Larson, a notorious pedophile. And I quote, and this is an old quote that's been brought up on one of my first interview with Lance, was that Lance has admitted that he became addicted to a website full of pedophiles. Now I'm hearing that you apparently were trying to ask for nudes of minors while Fox was doing a show.
No, that's
Not.
true. I wouldn't ask for
Let
that.
me finish. That does this the whole interrupting, leaving, crying. It doesn't make anything look better for you. Okay, don't even fucking try. So anyway, as I was saying, I am only asking because I don't mean to barge into here or even make an abrupt stream about this. I do apologize, but when I popped into Fox's stream, and this is nothing against Fox, I found it to be highly disorganized as fuck and a lot of derailing when someone brought up the question of whether or not you were asking minors for nudes. So as soon as I fucking heard that, I had to pop in to basically control the situation so we can have an actual fucking conversation. Whose nudes did you try asking for and why?
Ask for nudes, you piece of shit.
I've completely heard otherwise when I saw Fox's
No,
stream.
don't ask for that.
I was literally there.
No.
I heard you ask
No,
about nudes, and
wrong.
when people ask you about it,
Not
you
a
said you didn't
pedophile.
fucking
Shut up.
care. You said you didn't care about the fact. Why was that? What nudes were you specifically
That's enough of
referencing?
his ass. Jesus Christ.
Fucking server muted my ass.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Unfortunately, you basically proved him right. Unmute.
But
him,
I don't
please.
ask for that.
Unmute him, please. I'm not gonna.
No, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. I'm not answering this stupid question.
But don't you want to be my friend? If you want to be my friend, unmute him.
I wouldn't answer yes to that because that's wrong. I'd say no.
Unmute him, please.
He's gonna answer the same question. I know it.
Unmute him.
No, I'm
Here's the
not.
question I
Let's
have.
give money to unmute him.
It's okay. I unmuted Kaz. Lance, before we continue, I just want to say that it really is not a good look for you for muting
But I wouldn't ask for that.
All right, you know
I
what?
highly advise against doing that. I'm not telling you how to run your stuff, but I am going to say that really is not a good look for you if you're trying to defend yourself.
See, look, I'm not even here.
I'm not going to fight your battle for you, but at the same time, I'm not going to, if you're going to make a grave mistake like that, I am going to try to step you in the right direction. I think you should face it.
So the reason I'm asking this question is it's a very revealing question. I think anyone who's in this position would be asking the same question if anyone in here was supposedly doing the same thing, and not because you actually did or any. I'm here to ask a question because I found the last part of Fox's stream to be very disorganized and messy. Nothing against him, just some people in here don't understand the concept of shutting the fuck up and keeping to the same question. So I need to ask, why were you this defensive over such a line of questioning? I did not come here to accuse you of anything.
You just want me to say yes to a question I can't say yes to. I'm saying no.
Why are you... I'm asking, why are you this defensive? It is a question I saw on Fox's stream. Why?
Because you're harassing me.
I'm asking a literal question, you fucking coward. This is exactly the reason. For the people involved, I do not possess the link to get in here. You're gonna have to ask Fox Azure for that. If he's allows me to. If anyone allows me to, I'll drop it in the stream. If I have the permission to do that, I will do that. Anyway. So, why are you excuse me. Why exactly are you so defensive over this line of questioning again? I'm curious.
Because you're asking a question I don't like.
Who fucking who?
Like it?
There's a lot of questions people have that they're not like to ask when things go wrong, but that's just how it is. It's called having the conviction to deal with it. There's a lot of questions people throw at me that I don't exactly like because I find them to be kind of well, let's just say less than stellar and less than truthful, and kind of leading questions about my character as a person all the time. I've been accused of a great many things with no evidence to ever back them up. You don't see me on a fucking live stream screaming and crying and saying threatening to leave a call over it. I just laugh because it's funny. If it really was a false thing, just laugh. Just don't even fucking acknowledge it. But the fact is that you said that when someone asks this question of you supposedly taking nudes from minors and you respond with, I don't give a shit, that's very revealing. I saw that on stream, bucko.
And when he asks questions, you decide to mute him. That's not a good look either.
Yeah,
Another thing is just the rationale. It's like, I'm so famous. Like, dude, you're not famous. You're known by like maybe a couple thousand people, and it's not for good things.
yeah,
Another thing is like most people that don't even know about you, most people who have tried to forget about you,
yeah,
like they're not going to make something up about you on a whim because realistically there'd be no point.
yeah. There's no reason for me to pop in here if I didn't find that concerning. Like, I don't really care for most of the conversation, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Can't say I blame you.
Yeah, I've only popped in here because I got tired of every single time people having a conversation with Lance. It can never be just keep to the topic, apparently. So that's why I'm here. I'm only asking this question because I found that to be a very revealing question, response to a specific question. If your response was, all right, if someone's question was, do you send nudes? Did you try to get nudes out of minors? The response wouldn't be, I don't care. That doesn't make any sense. Also, for anyone asking, what is this guy accused of exactly? Is there any evidence towards it? First of all, look up my interviews that I have on him. MCL771. Then you can go watch Fox's stream. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time having to explain it to you because it's already out there. And that's up to your leisure. I don't care. I'm too busy with this questioning right now, so let's just focus on that. So, did you or did you not ask for nudes?
No, I didn't.
Then why were you so defensive of the question?
Because I got rowdy. I'm sorry about that.
No, this happens every single time. This happened with the baby first shit too.
Another question is, I fail to see why they would feel the necessity to lie about like someone they don't even talk about anymore to a total stranger.
I remember last time you got really butthurt over the drama relating to the people calling you a pedophile over the baby first stuff. Or like whatever that group of people were. I don't remember specifically their names because I'm not involved with that group of people. But you specifically decided to merge a server from a server full of minors on a Minecraft server to adult baby furs. And the response is always the same. Vicious amount of defensiveness, leaving the call, getting angry and accusatory about the people questioning your line of logic, and then whenever the word pedophile gets brought up, you fucking spurg and melt down 1,000 times over. At this point, your equivalent of a meltdown is like that of 12 Chernobyls the entire fucking time this has happened. So the reason I'm fucking pushing you to answer is because I'm tired of your defensiveness. Answer the question, bucko. Why are you so defensive over this?
Well, because I get defensive sometimes. I can't help it.
Why are you so scared over a line of questioning?
Because I don't like questions.
Bull fucking shit. So why the fuck are you talking to kids from DeviantArt?
I'm not on DeviantArt. I'm off of it now.
Even back then, you were still well into your fucking 20s around the time, dumb fuck. It doesn't take a lot to play the math. So explain to me, the silence is deafening. You're pulling the same shit Zerkalo does. Does not help your case
I'm
at
not
all.
much of a talker. I'm sorry.
Bullshit, no. Bullshit. Anyone that saw the interview can easily tell otherwise. Don't even play this game. So explain the
Time for the silent treatment.
Oh, okay, now you're gonna do the silent treatment. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about here.
Ding ding. This is awesome. I'm Well done, Cass, as
Oh,
usual.
literally all I'm here is to ask the question here because like I'm not gonna lie, like the last part of the show was a complete shit show.
Yeah, I'm at fault for that.
Leo Convoy says this dude like 10 or something. The dude's like in his 30s.
30.
He's 30s. He's in his 30s. He's 30s. He's 30 years old.
He's exactly 3 years older than me.
I think he's basically, if I remember, he's practically older than just about almost everyone in here.
The only one he's not older than is Minuteman.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The dude is in his 30s and he acts like this. This is what. Yeah, I don't know who runs the server outside of Lance. This is like Lance's server, if I remember correctly. Is it?
Yes, this is Lance's server.
All right. Well, there's people in the chat that I'm on my stream right now asking for a link. I don't know if you have permission to send it over, but if that's something permissible, I would put it out there. If that's all right with you.
If that, I mean, a lot of people have already come in. If that link is out there, it's out there.
All right. Then this shouldn't be much of a problem then. Give me a sec. Let me try dealing with it on my end real quick, everybody. Give me a sec.
I found it over Google.
Sorry.
I found this server over Google. Fox. I was looking at your stream, and I Googled it, and then I found it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well then.
I've been
all
looking
right.
all over for you, dude. On
So
Discord.
Yo,
That's the only reason
by
I'm
the
here. I
way,
don't care about this fucking guy.
This is a former bandmate of mine. We go way,
Yeah,
way, way, way,
went
way
to high
back to
school
high
together.
school. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Great,
It's
great.
good to.
Sipping on a glass of wine and chilling with my cat and listening to this.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised we got this much out of it.
Wow. We'll see.
Hello.
I'm
Oh, Lord.
basically,
How's it
Looks
going?
like it looks like you are popular, Lance. It looks like you're very famous.
Sorry.
You got
hi,
Don't
Ross
do
here,
that
and
again, please.
What the heck
It's
just
for
happened?
raw sound effects.
Sorry about
Someone
that. That
was
was an accident.
someone was here. Yes, it's okay.
Oh, that's.
Sorry.
I'm sure that's an accident. All right, everyone, come on,
Yeah.
cool it, please, for the love of God, just cool it.
Yeah, that was an accident. I accidentally had my tab for my new video opened and it hit premiere, so I apologize for that.
No, that's not a big deal. It's just that we have all these people in here, and I know it's going to be a
We do.
clusterfuck in a minute.
So let's go ahead and just get down to business. Hello, Lance. How you doing today?
good.
Lance.
All right.
Okay.
So I've been told you are 30. Is that accurate?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm 37, so you're in the presence of somebody at least closer to your age. So hopefully that'll be at least somewhat of a benefit to you. So just going to ask some very clear questions here. Are you by any chance in any way, shape, or form, and be aware, I don't mean this derogatorily, are you on the spectrum by any chance?
Yes, I'm autistic.
Okay. Do you have a caretaker at home?
Yes, my mom and dad.
Okay. How aware of your actions are your mother and father?
Well, my mom had a call about me, a phone call about me. I've been getting phone calls on a house
Okay.
phone.
Okay. And I'm sure these people are just there to give you grief, right?
Yes.
All right. Let me go ahead and ask you some very basic questions that I want you to be aware. I have one golden rule. Do you know what that golden rule is, Lance? Just asking for clarification. You probably don't know, and that's fine. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
No matter what happens, no matter what you say, I'm going to ask very politely that you do not lie to me. Can you do
Okay.
that? And unfortunately, I'm going to have to rely on Cass here to tell me if you are lying to me, because I do not know the full extent of everything going on here. But you clammed up on Cass when he asked you some very basic questions, so I am going to now. Were you communicating inappropriately with underage individuals?
No, I wouldn't do that in my entire life.
All right. Why do you think people keep accusing you of doing things like that?
Because I messed up. I made a
In what
mistake
way? In what way did you mess up?
by going to a shady place online.
What shady place would that be?
That rapey site.
A rapey site. Is this a site that you apparently collapsed a Discord server of Minecraft and put it into the baby fur thing, or is this a different matter altogether?
That's not related to the Minecraft incident.
Okay.
Minecraft.
Okay. Okay. So you went to a rapey site, and exactly what age were you when that happened?
I was in my 20s.
Were your parents aware of what you did then?
No. Now they are.
Okay. So you said that you are trying to get off DeviantArt by posting terrible things. Is that accurate, or did I mishear that?
I wouldn't post anything terrible.
All right, then how are you trying to get banned off DeviantArt?
I was just trying to make art, and people report me so many times, and the IP banned me.
Why do you think they do that?
Maybe people don't like me there.
For what reason?
Oh, maybe because I was being a bad person.
In what way were you being a bad person?
Not like posting good art, but bad art.
Well, people post bad art on DeviantArt all the time. It's 90% of what gets posted there, but those people don't get people pushing them off. So what actually happened here?
I can't remember that well.
You can't remember that well. So you can remember the incidents themselves, but you can't remember the details. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
All right. Do you understand why that's hard for me to believe?
Yes.
Okay. So let's move on then to the other thing. So you collapsed a Minecraft server with miners and
That
threw it in.
Minecraft server wasn't related to that. That was a different server. I can't remember which one.
I'm moving on to another aspect of the topic. I'm going to ask you to please maintain your patience. We're not
Okay.
talking currently about DeviantArt. We're not talking about the rapey site. We are talking specifically now about the Minecraft server. Now, the baby fur server, it had primarily pornographic art in it, yes?
No, not really. It was a
That-
pub paradise server. I transferred ownership to someone else.
Okay, but was it? You said it's a it was told it's a baby fur place. That is by its nature fetish art. Yes.
Yes, but there was no art in there.
Okay, then what was it for?
It was
wasn't
just
for
for a
art.
conversation, casual conversation.
So it was a baby fur casual conversation server. Do you see why that sounds a little goofy and unbelievable?
Well,
Was it was it a role play server?
yes.
Oh, okay. Did it do erotic role play in that server at any point in time?
No.
Hmm. Why did you
I'm
decide to
not even sure he knows
collapse?
what that word means.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm not even sure he knows what that word means.
Okay, let me go ahead and clarify. Do you know what erotic means?
It means the sexy things.
Sexual in nature. Yes, very good. So, why did you collapse? Why did you collapse a server? A Minecraft server full of miners.
Gosh, I hate this. I have to walk away again.
Dan's got the belt again.
Okay, then I guess I will wait until you come back to continue my questions.
Okay, Leo, do you want me to tell you what I heard?
Please.
Okay, now, again, within a grain of salt. Take this within a grain of salt. Now, apparently, he had requested people that were also in a Bolt fandom on DeviantArt to give him art. This is about almost 10 years ago. So he was maybe in his early 20s at the time. He had asked people for art. They refused to give him art. They blocked him because he was bothering them about them giving him art. He basically wrote a bunch of suicide-baited journals on it on DeviantArt, proceeded to delete them, pretended to be dead, and then he came back later after these people had unblocked him, proceeded to ask them a bunch of really inappropriate shit about their tits and so on. And then they basically just kept reporting him nonstop for the weird shit that he was asking them.
Fantastic.
Can I butt in real quick because I do have some references to what you were talking about with the baby fur server. Now,
Please.
so there is another group of people because there's a lot of different, let's just say, people who want to go for lolcows, and there's a lot of them who's been involved in going after Lance ever since I had that interview about a year or two back. So what happened was, and this is just something I'll provide with a link in chat because someone archived a video on this. They had a confessional, of Lance getting confronted by a bunch of people who got access to the server and called him out for basically trying to merge a server full of minors who want to play Minecraft into a adult baby diaper server fetish thing. So when they asked, "Do you have any idea how much that puts kids in danger? You can get kids you can be responsible for getting kids molested." He said flat out he doesn't give a shit, and then just leaves the call.
I see. So I will be sure to ask him about these things when he returns, and I'm sure he will.
With a condom on his shoe.
Yeah, so I dropped the in the quote chat, text chat. I've already dropped the link for this proof.
Okay, let me
I'll-
scroll up and see if I can find it.
All right,
Actually, I can just search your name. Screw that. That's War Fox. Boom. Ah, the archive link. Fantastic.
Yep.
I'm sure I'm gonna be scarred looking at this.
Oh, you will.
You will.
I just saw her born you now.
Mind if I just butt in for a second? If you look at Lance's profile picture, it says "Stop ignoring me," and I honestly feel like, and I think many of you also feel like he is doing a bunch of this shit for attention.
Oh,
Might
absolutely.
be. He might
Yeah.
be, but
Yeah.
we'll see how that works out for him by the end of this call.
Yeah, it's not
Cass?
working out.
Cass
Yep.
knows how I operate, so we'll
Yeah.
see how he feels about it by the end of this call.
Mhm.
Right now, we're just biding our time and being calm and waiting for him to, I guess, come back from taking out the trash or
Taking a
whatever his
giant
parents are having to do. I'm sure that because he's been getting phone calls, he's already been doxxed before. Yes.
Yes. Let
Yeah.
me clarify this. A lot of people have thorough, due to his lack of OPSEC, a lot of people have thorough information about his docs, and the people that called him was actually a detective who had to tell his family about specifically what he was involved in.
All right. What laws has he broken so far that you know of?
I don't know any laws he has broken. The detective had a concern about Lance's involvement with Nathan Larson because they used to actually be friends and they were actually in contact at one point.
Forgive me, I don't know. Who is Nathan Larson?
Okay, Nathan Larson is a notorious pedophile with a long a history of being on the internet. He was a someone who tried to play politics as a libertarian. He would advocate enslavement of women and children for sexual pleasure. He has a history of threatening to kill presidents, specifically Obama, when Obama was in office.
I see.
And on top of it, the rapey website he runs is one of several pedophile websites where CP has been posted. Advice to rape children and how to groom them has also been posted.
Ah, so this sounds to me like a proto Nick Fuentes type, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
I see. I see.
Lance
Well-
is back on.
Excellent. So, Lance, if you can unmute, I'd like to continue talking with you, please. Lance, how'd you guys know he was back on?
I saw it.
The icon.
Did he unmute for a second?
Oh, maybe he had to go back and do something else. I'll just wait a little longer. Okay.
Shit, there's a
that'll
lot
be
of fucking people here.
Yes, but I'm sure they will be quiet.
Hold on, Lance is absolutely back because he just gave some rolls out to some people.
Okay,
Yep.
then we'll wait patiently for Lance to come back.
Also, I'm probably not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be real with you. Just
That's
keep it a
fine.
buck.
Hey,
I have
Joe,
one
there you
question I want to ask Lance. Just one.
Okay, then I will let you have your question, and then I'm going to do what I do, and then I'm sure Coyote will do what Coyote do. But we gotta wait for Lance to come back first.
Of course.
are. It's what Dragon would do.
You said coyote, do.
Yes, I did. Insert all the other old man noises here.
Lance, you stupid shit. We know you're back. You gave me rolls just now.
Lance, I'm gonna ask you to unmute, buddy. I need to talk to you. You have a nice rousing round of talking to Lance.
We have
literally-
questions.
You literally don't have anyone else listed as a moderator in your server, so clearly you're the one who gave me the rolls just now. So, okay, unmute, buddy.
I mean, I have some semblance of power with my roles here, but I am not able to assign roles.
Hey,
The
Coyote.
only-
Long time no see.
Hi.
Who is Lance's baby girl exactly?
We think that it is his girlfriend, but the account is suspiciously new, so it's a possibility that it's one of Pod Awful's cultists.
Or it's Lance. role playing. Apparently, that's what Lance does. But whatever. Go
Also,
ahead,
I,
Cass.
I want to bring up something real quick. I know I'm being very frantic today because I was not planning on anything and this happened. So now another thing about Nathan Larson you have to remember is he's been arrested some time ago because he tried to he went to Fresno, California to meet up with a girl online that he's been grooming through the use of his website, an underage girl, obviously. And he was caught by the cops. One of the classic lines of when he was trying to go in the airport and whatnot, he tried to give her something. I can't remember if it was like a mask or something, probably was, and just tell her to pretend to be retarded. He was caught in the middle of trying to get into a plane
Well, that
back
sounds
to
like
Virginia.
just a fantastic example of the Libertarian Party, I suppose. Well, okay,
No
so
way.
Lance is allegedly here, and Lance, kind of
Lance, you
worried, man.
booger-eating moron, unmute.
Lance, I'm kind of getting worried, man. Like, if you've been gone this long and you haven't responded, but you're still there, apparently, I'm starting to worry something would happen with you, and I don't want to have to call your house and see if you're okay, man. You need to let us know.
Lance, are you drinking the bleach?
Oh, there you are. You all right there, man?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Lance.
Go ahead, Lance. Didn't mean to interrupt you. You okay out there?
yes.
All right, so let's continue our line of question. But real quick, Iris apparently has a question for you. I don't know what it is, but Iris is
Yes.
going to ask you a question. Then I'm going to finish talking to you, and then Coyote would like to speak to you. So go ahead, Iris.
So when Cass was asking you if you were asking minors for nudes, you said specifically that you can't say yes. Not that the answer is no. You said you can't say yes. Why can't you say yes?
Because I can't. I know it's wrong.
So then is the answer actually yes, but you know it's wrong and you can't say it? Or is it the answer is no and you're just being weird to qualify that?
The answer is no.
Okay.
So let me go back to what I was talking about here. Lance, do your mother and father love you?
Yes.
Do you love them?
Yes.
Do you care about them very much?
Yes.
All right. Then let me be very clear here. Very clear. There is more than a small amount of evidence about your activity, about your actions, and about your inability to self regulate, your inability to take proper care, your inability to control your baser urges or instincts, whether it be in staying on websites you had no business in and making very foolish decisions around minors and all of that. So I want to be very, very clear with you. Every time you make a foolish decision like this, and every time you obfuscate, that means try to avoid this or try to throw things in front of questions to try to avoid them. Every time you lie, every time you dodge, every time you go away but don't talk, you shame them. You shame the time they put into raising you. You shame the morals they allegedly taught you with. You shame the very fact that they had you and stuck by you despite your disability. And I do not say that to be derogatory. I care very much so for disabled people, as much as I possibly can. And you shame all the work they put in because you refuse to control yourself and you have actively lied to your parents, which is unacceptable. It is immoral, and sooner or later you will answer for it. You are not a victim in this case. You should have gotten offline a long time ago. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this out very, very clearly for you. If you get caught doing some sus crap with minors, here's what happens. Your parents start regretting having you because how in the world could you go and do this to them? How have you scarred these children? Why were you in your 30s around them to that degree to begin with? And why would they continue to support you knowing the wrong you've done? I do not know the full extent of your nonsense. And if even a little bit of this you've lied about, I probably don't want to. For nobody else's sake but yours. That is enough of the nonsense. That is enough of the trying to play like you're a victim here or that you're just so sad, so bad. get offline, stay offline, get a job, do something to pay back your parents, even if it's just not being a garbage human being, to pay back the love and affection your parents have given you. So I am going to ask you a few more questions here, and then I'm going to hand you off to Coyote. And do you remember what my rule was, Lance? Can you repeat it
Not,
back to me?
not to lie to you.
Have you ever asked a child for nudes?
No, I would
Have you
not
ever
ask that.
have you ever spoken inappropriately to a child?
No, never.
Have you ever involved a child in anything that they should not have been involved in?
No.
Lie.
That was a lie.
But I wouldn't do that. I'm a good
You're
person.
lying.
Hold on. What is your metric for good person? Because you just admitted that you collapsed a Minecraft server full of kids into a diaper fur.
But that's unrelated.
It's unrelated to your character. It's unrelated to who you are as a person and the actions you've taken. What's the
Yes,
disconnect here? Okay, so you didn't do that. Is that what you're trying to tell me now?
that's what I'm trying to tell you. I
You
would
never
not.
did that. You already admitted on this stream that you did that. Why are
But
you
I
now trying to
didn't
tell me
do
you
it
didn't? Why did you admit that you did it earlier then?
because I messed up. I made a mistake. We're only human. We have human error.
Yeah,
Let's
my
get out
human
of
error is
time.
sometimes I forget to take out the trash. It's not I'm going to lie about my actions and try to pretend it's not relevant. That's not human error. That's being a liar, which shames your family that loves and cares and supports you. That's what you have done. So we can do this one of two ways. Actually, we can do this one of three ways, but I have a feeling it's only going to go in one specific way. You can either figure out how to recuse yourself, which means you remove yourself of your own volition, demonstrating, at least for once in your life, some level of self-determination, since you seem to think that you have no agency, and remove yourself from the online space altogether and operate only in reality that is not digital by any nature. 2, I talk to your father and I detail every nonsense you've done and have him. I'm not done. And have him remove you because apparently your phone number is out there like candy, and you won't know who I am or when I will call. It might be at midnight when your dad's trying to sleep, just so he has that extra bit of anger when he confronts you about it. Or 3, you can be honest with us when Coyote talks to you because I'm about to hand this off to him, and you can tell us everything that's going on here. I'll let you figure that out. Coyote, you have the floor.
Hi, Lance. How are you? How are you, friendo? Did you ever unmute me? Because I don't know if you can hear me. Lance, buddy, can you hear me?
Lance, if you have not unmuted Coyote, you need to because he's trying to speak to you.
I highly advise that you do unmute Coyote Lovely if you do have him personally muted. I've checked and he is not server muted.
I know that I'm not server muted, but he got really, really ass mad last time that we were on
Look,
a call.
I
And he
don't
might have
know.
left me muted.
I don't know. He knows that, yo. I know he's cognitively deficient. That's all I know.
Lance, testing. Major Yodi to
Lance?
ground, Lance.
Lance, have you
Deficient
removed
implies
your
there was
block?
some level of function.
Lance, have you removed your mute from Coyote? I want a yes or no from you.
This is Major Yodi.
Lance, I am not a man who is
Alright,
fond of repeating
Sean.
himself. I'm going to ask you one more time, and remember, I have a rule. Have you unmuted Coyote yet?
I hear you.
Lance, you can server mute people.
Hello.
Hey, I did that, and I'll do it to you too. I don't want to hear any of you other retards talking. I want to hear them talking. Just mute yourself or shut the fuck up.
Good
Lance?
God in heaven, Lance, can you hear me or not?
So I'm going to give you to the count of 10, since I apparently must treat another 30-something-year-old like a child, before I decide to drop all pretense of kindness and politeness and dial your father now. 10, 9.
Lance, you
Oh,
really
good.
should listen to him.
The shit's
Please,
getting
Lance. Lance, please.
6, 5,
Countdown to doomsday. Woo!
3,
Lance,
2,
please, Lance.
1. All right.
God
somebody
damn it,
pass
No
me that
breaks.
number.
No
Pass me that number.
breaks.
Somebody here has it. I know you do. Somebody pass it to me. My DMs are open. Call that man right now while we're live. I do not care.
Oh, this is amazing. Who has it? Seriously, pass it to Lyle. I want to hear this, please. This is better than anything I could provide.
Lance, I can't help you now.
Please, somebody do it. I actually want. I'm on pins and fucking needles.
All right, I've unmuted everyone else.
All right, I need that number, guys, because I don't know how to find this on my own unless I start digging in and finding all this information from ground run, and I don't want to have. We have a DM. We have a DM. Excellent, thank you. So, does anybody know the name of Lance's father? I want to address him properly, as a gentleman should.
I don't know, but I really want to see this.
Do we have a family surname?
The last name was like Schneider, but Lance's last name was Renee.
Okay, interesting.
Interesting. So,
Was I just kicked out of the server? Was I just kicked out of the server? I just got banned from the server, chat. Oh, chat, I just got banned from the server. Oh, you were. Everyone was. All right, let me guys, give me a sec. Let me go look at the proper people. We all got banned. We all got banned. Oh, all right. Okay, so here's the deal. Guys. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up my usual stream, and I'm gonna allow everyone involved to get in my server, and we can talk about it, what we just saw. Anyway, for those who still want to keep up with this shit, feel free to like, subscribe, and share around this content. It really helps us a lot here. Go Thanos on cat. Oh, absolutely. Apparently, Thanos was coming from my bunghole, guys. Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. Let me start sending out links to you guys, to everybody to join the server. Give me a sec. I'll move it over here, to my spot for you guys to pop in. If you've joined the server, you haven't, I'll send you a link. I'll see. I think give it to a few people. I have no idea how many of you guys are or not still in my server by any way. Can you re-add me? Yeah. Don't worry, guys. Let me just pass up links. I apologize. A ton of you are talking to me right now. I get you. Don't worry, guys. I'm passing out links as we speak. Leo Convo, you have to unban me first. Oh, actually, no. I've unbanned you quite some time ago. Actually, I just haven't said anything about it because I'm too busy and I'm forgetful. So yeah, just for all the people who's joining, go through the doorbell process. Holy shit. Oh, all right. So for all the people joining, there's a doorbell thing. Go there and go through the bot process on trying to get inside. Approval and all that. Wow, that was a shit show, guys. Holy shit. All right, let me set everything up. Set everything up on my end. I do apologize. It will take me a couple of minutes. On my end. Let me see. Dear God, what is this shit? All right, don't worry, guys. Give me a hot minute. I'm going back to my Den Live show. All right, okay. Let me set up the scenes and everything for my show. Here we go. There we go. They're perfect. Let me get a link for the chat. Give me a sec. Fuck. Excuse me. Apologies. Chat. What? Tell me what I just saw. Tell me what I just saw. There we go. Let's see. Is Lance banning people? Yes, he is. He's banning everyone that has ever interacted with him on that server. I got banned immediately. Because He says to let me in. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'll let you guys in. Okay, I promise. I do promise that. I'm setting up the show now. So give me a hot minute. I do apologize. Let's see. Let's get Coyote in here. Okay, we got Bear Dog. We got Coyote. Also Boobo. Apologies. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show, everybody.
No
Wait,
break.
wait, it actually worked this time? I was able to get in? What the hell?
Yeah, give me a sec. Wait, what the fuck? All right. Oh yeah, hold on. There's a bunch. Okay, what the fuck is this?
Oh, no fucking breaks, fam.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
We gotta get Lio in here so we can hear this.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to give everyone roles in here. There's a
Alright.
ton of. There's a ton of you popping in. Give me a hot minute. Apologies.
Alright.
This isn't. Oh my fucking god. Let's see. All right.
Lance messed his britches so fucking hard that he deleted the whole fucking server.
He did? He deleted the whole server. He deleted the whole fucking server.
He did it right. He's done that before in the middle of Gage talking to him that at one point in one of his streams. That's the funniest shit.
He deleted his whole fucking server, chat.
That's because that magically stops DMs. That's what Lio was asking for. Someone DM'd the phone number, and then suddenly deleting the server fixes that problem somehow.
Yeah.
Big brain. This is big brain time.
Stops you from contacting his dad.
4D chest.
Remember, if you die in Lance's server, you die in real life.
Oh shit. That means we're all dead.
Exactly.
Then again, we all died on the inside a long time ago.
Yeah,
it's radioactive right now.
Apologies, everyone. Apparently, the bot is deciding to act unresponsive. So give me a minute. I'm going to do this manually. So I'm letting you guys in. Don't worry about it. This is Jesus Christ.
How many people, Cass? How many?
Oh god, there's tons of people just flooding in right now. So for anyone who wants to get on stream, the best way I can recommend this right now is if you want to get on stream, go to the waiting room section of the server. That's how we drag people in. If you're in Gen Chat and you're asking to get in, I would recommend you ditch that in favor of the waiting room.
Hey yo, for just real quick, for anyone who's watching this stream after the fact, type no breaks in the comments right now, just to make sure we see who gets this far in the VOD.
Oh, that's so we just had 116 people bear witness to a fall of a server. That's amazing.
You're gaining that notoriety, Cass.
I just think it's funny that like we get to witness all the destruction, chat. Also, welcome everybody, include feel free to express yourselves.
Just to clarify, I mean brakes is in BRAKE, like the brake in your car. There's no fucking brakes, fam. No fucking brakes.
Oh my god, this is great.
Oh my god.
Let me go look up some stuff real quick because I was like, okay, so, did you guys ask a very specific question that just caused him to delete that? Because I kind of disappeared for like a hot minute.
He was gonna.
I was trying to talk to the dude, and like he wouldn't. I don't think he unmuted me since the last fucking call we had. Like, remember when the stream earlier? I think this week or last week. I don't know. But Lio was telling him to fucking unmute me, and he wouldn't fucking do it. So Lio was just like, "I'm giving you like a 10 count, and then I'm gonna call your father." So I started doing a countdown, and I'm like, "Woo, no breaks!" So it was just like, Lio eventually got through the 10 count, and I was just like, "Oh my god, someone give Lio the phone number." And then like fucking Lance panicked and just fucking yeeted his server out the window, like that solved the problem. But somebody gave Lio Lance's dad's phone number, so we'll have to see.
The phone number?
About that.
I don't know who gave the number. I did.
Yep, and I got a couple more to try here because I haven't yet because I was waiting to be pulled in here. So, shall we? Let's see here.
Oh my god.
Let's see. See here, the second number you gave me that you say try this. Any idea if that's his father's number or is that another relative's number?
I think it's another relative's number named Snyder.
All right, let's find out, shall we?
Oh, there's a Nancy.
Oh my god.
88 years old. How would
I
you
hear
like it if
that
you
ringing.
climb
No
up on that?
brakes. No brakes.
Leave a voicemail.
If it has one.
Oh my god. I'll give you more in case that doesn't work.
Man, this is taking a while to ring. Lord.
Is the reception bad over there, man?
No, it's just ringing incessantly. It's not even going to a voicemail.
Oh, damn.
It's Palmdale, California. Like, it got good reception over there.
And it should be 2 hours behind, so.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time.
Oh, they're going to accept something here in a minute.
You know what they're not going to accept? Fucking brakes, because we ain't got that.
Well, I only got 2 numbers left, so we have breaks sooner or later.
Oh, man.
But gas.
my
Step on the
God.
gas tonight.
I'm giggling like a fucking bitch right now.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking.
Hello, is this Snyder Imrone by any chance? Is this Snyder Imrone?
No, you got the wrong number.
Do you by any chance have a relative by the name of Lance?
Sorry?
Do you have a relative by the name of Lance? I'm not a debt collector or anything like that. I'm trying to help somebody out.
No, sorry.
All right, thanks anyways.
Shit.
We only got 1 number left, boys.
Well, fuck.
Well, they sounded like a
Alright.
nice lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope they have a very good day.
I do too.
Yeah.
This
Unlike
guy's
Lance.
88, so he might not respond. Nope.
Fuck.
Well, shit. There we go. The brakes.
Damn.
I'll find more.
Well.
I guess we got brakes, everybody.
I mean, there's also little fuckery. I can have some people doing the mail.
Hold on a minute. Cass, you said he did. Did you accept Lance's friend request when he sent them last time?
I think so. Why?
You should DM him to get him in your. You should DM him to get him in your. That'd be funny.
Oh, yeah. Give me just a quick. Let's see if it works out.
Helen,
Yeah.
876, Minnesota. Okay, I think this is a number you should try out. I don't know. Would be the same number as last time. Let me just check.
What are you looking at for?
Looking for more relatives.
All right.
Well, friends, we've hit the brakes.
Well, shit.
Let me go look.
All
real quick.
around me are familiar faces. This bites.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh well.
I was looking to have some fun, just get in here and smack Lance around verbally for a little while, but he can't be fucking muted.
Well, I was given 1 more number. We can try that. Hold on, actually. That looks like it might. No, actually, it's a new number. Cool.
Makes
We
me
can try
sad because that means you couldn't hear me call him a booger-eating moron earlier. That was a fun insult.
All right. He's got a link to the server now. Let's see if that he actually bites on that.
All right, let's see if I can call this last site or last number and see what it does.
The number.
Well, shit.
Oh, well, we gave it a yeoman's try, gentlemen.
Yep.
Yep. I'll have to.
Sorry.
Shit
telling you
happens,
this,
dude.
I think what we have left is like we can call the police, or I can get some people to do fuckery with the postal system.
Well, they already have. I
You-
think the family.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legal. You probably shouldn't do that and talk. You definitely shouldn't talk about that shit on stream. You shouldn't do that.
Definitely not.
I disavow anyone doing that kind of fuckery. I'm gonna say that up front right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to jail. I'm sorry.
Yeah, federal crimes are where I draw my line. So like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not about that life.
I'm not gonna have them send bombs or anything. It's literally just like an informative letter.
I don't. Oh, hold on.
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys have received this specific. Oh, shit, give me a sec. Come on. I'll send this to you. I wouldn't recommend saying anything about it, but I don't know if this is what you've been sent, but I think this probably would be more effective information than what you were just given. So give me a second to look at it. 'cause this was a part of
Ugh,
What?
gross.
What?
What Cass just sent me, just reading the title. Ugh.
yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, sooner or later, the breaks will happen on Lance. I'm guessing his parents probably shut off all the lines because, well, they don't have the
Probably
sense to
because he
remove
kept
the
getting
moron.
gold.
Well, here's the thing: like, if it was one of my kids pulling that stunt, like if Jordan was doing it and I kept getting calls, the calls would stop after the first day, not because I disconnected my lines, but because I disconnected the kid from the goddamn internet. I've been cutting it down. I've been cutting down that internet.
After, if my kid was doing shit like that, I would have I would have smashed his computer with a fucking sledgehammer. Or sold it for money because, it's the right thing to do.
Wait, you mean doing the stuff that Lance was doing?
No, I said if my kid was ever caught doing that shit, like doing the stuff Lance was doing, I would
Yeah, no.
probably
If my kid was caught,
involved.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if my kid was caught doing the stuff Lance was doing, fuck disconnecting from the internet. I'd disconnect him from fucking life. They're putting kids in a fucking pedophile server. Yeah, no, fuck that. No, I would
Oh yeah,
not
fair
tolerate
enough.
my kid doing that shit. Like at that point, you don't need to worry about the cops. The person who needs to worry about the cops is me, not my kid anymore.
Yeah.
Because my kid's not gonna
Right.
have to worry about shit if I found out they were doing some fucked up crap like that.
If
Yeah,
I
fair
They're never gonna
enough.
have to worry about another thing in their goddamn life because their life expectancy is dropping to like minutes after I find out.
if I
And
ever
I'd
have a
rather
kid,
it be killed in prison because I hear pedos don't last very long in there.
if I ever have a kid and they turn out like Lance, I would question if I was a good parent or not.
I would question my autism. Is that genetic?
I'd probably just turn them into kids.
I would turn. I would turn him
You know
legs
what?
first to a fucking wood chipper.
If my kid did that and I fucking wound up taking out my kid because they put a bunch of kids in a fucking pedophile server, if the judge tried to charge me with murder, I'd be like, well, actually, we should consider this a late term abortion.
Well, the thing
Damn
is,
it, I'm drinking water, man.
you have to be very careful how you do this because we sit here and we can talk about firing squads or wood chippers or any of that, but I think you're all being very cruel. There's a lot of apex predators we have in zoos that could really use the meat. So I'm going to ask you guys to think more of other harmless creatures that could very well benefit from, number one, the enrichment of having something in our caves to hunt, and two, the ability to finally give back to nature in a way that they only can do.
I'd give them to gators.
Gators? Why
Yeah,
gators
give 'em back-
specifically?
Because gators need food too. And I like gators. They're nice. Well, at least they look funny when they swim, like they swim very funny. And it's just they look so dandy, so joyous. And then I just want to see the fucking pedophile get ripped apart by gators.
Why don't you
No,
go
you know,
crocodiles?
just-
And we're not going to throw them in a volcano. That's wasteful. Animals that can
No,
be
you're
fed.
giving. You're
Also,
giving
it's
back to the
impractical.
earth.
I can't find a volcano near me. But I can find gators. I can do that.
Yeah. Yes, I'm giving back to the earth. And here's the thing: the gator is not likely to diddle a kid. Worst they'll do is eat one, which is arguably not as bad, depending on who you ask from their personal experience. But I am trying to give back to nature. Okay, I got to make these things useful somehow.
What about desert vultures? I hear they're pretty brutal.
It can be. They're, if I recall correctly, their self-defense is vomiting.
Yeah, not
That's
to mention once they
gross.
eat the dead.
What the fuck? That's disgusting.
That's why they do it, Coyote, for that exact response from every living creature.
What the fuck? That is so gnarly, dude. Oh, that's sicky narnar, bruh.
It is sticky narnar, bruh.
You got me all Californian up here right now. That's so gnarly, dude. It's not tubular at all.
Going all Valley Man
It's
on us.
tubular, dude.
I'm
Well,
going
going
totally point break. It's totally tubular.
Going forward, Kat, if you ever need to open a door again like that, just feel free to ping me, and if I'm around, I'll be happy to hop in and give you some backup.
No problem, dude.
Have a good one.
That was actually pretty good to have you on to ask the questions there because you would not let me do it.
No, they would. But I'm gonna hop in the general
Somebody
chat.
in chat is saying they found Lance's dad's name.
Well, yeah, but the number doesn't direct, unfortunately, to anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate the effort, Be the Bunny in chat, but apparently the number's not working.
Well, we tried.
Oh,
Everyone was given, but he'll trip up sooner or later. People like him always do. And so far, to our knowledge, he hasn't like put any hands on kids, has he?
Lance is such a dumb fuck. It feels like he's the kind of idiot who trips standing directly up, not even moving. He just trips over and falls, just like it's happening, boom, and then to the ground.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever done anything with kids specifically, at least not to my knowledge. It's mostly just he asks for very, very weird things.
Okay, so he's just somebody who needs to have the fear of God put into him. Got it.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, couldn't call his dad today. Otherwise, I would have done that. But I'm gonna hop in the other chat and see how everybody else is doing. And I'm taking my leave for the night because I'm old and tired. Take it easy, guys.
Good
Have
night,
a good one,
Boomer.
man.
Have a good one. So $5 from Gage the Loudmouth is Meth Gator Feeding Frenzy. Also, thank you for the other person for saying for $5. I apologize for not getting to your donation sooner. This is a very hectic stream because I didn't plan it at all. It was just like, oh shit, Lance is here. Here's an opportunity. Blah blah blah. It was fun. So the most I can give you is the context. And I know some of you are still asking was, Lance wanted to start a fight with some people on his own little Discord server. I assume that's because he's trying to use it for his own streaming content, I presume. So we were having this conversation with him. At least I popped in later. And supposedly the question was asked about why he was trying to talk to kids for nudes. I kind of just caught that. I was playing Shadow of War. So I just heard that randomly out of nowhere, and I said, "What the fuck?" when I was watching the interview from Fox Azure. So I popped in to ask my questions about this. That was the reason why I did this stream, because I figured that at this point, Lance is going to make a fool of himself, and we can have that on record for a much bigger audience than what was. No disrespect to Fox, but we have a much bigger audience here, so it would be more effective this way. And I think the results were interesting. I mean, who deletes a Discord server over this?
Well, his name is Lance, and he didn't like the fact that there were no breaks, so he tried to install the breaks.
He doesn't like to dance.
Oh,
he
my
wears
God.
funny pants.
He gives kids a chance.
Oh God! Oh my God! I hate that. I hate that so fucking much.
We should have Lance and Dew be in a fucking gladiator fighting on a call.
The last one's still fucking giving me pain. I don't like it.
So
I regret saying it, to be honest. Sorry.
What I found interesting. So he did admit that a detective did talk to his family about it, so they know about it now, and I think that might be the reason why there isn't a chance to call his family now. I think maybe there might have been a point where they were just like, yeah, no, we're not dealing with this. We're not having this as an issue here. Bye. I think that's what's happening here, because I'm pretty sure it was pretty easy for a detective to find out the numbers and call them. So I think something changed in the details there. I could be wrong, but or anyone asked, because I heard someone bring up states. No, he lives in California.
Pain.
He's a South Californian boy.
Extra pain.
Yep. I think it was the joke when the cops started asking. It was like, yeah, please stop joining pedophile websites, and then they just hanged up on him.
They should have given him a count to 10.
They just looked at him and said, "You need to stop joining pedophile websites. So the next time we end up calling you, it's not going to be fun for you." And they just fucking hang up on him. Oh my God. Yeah, yes, chat. This is amazing content. I'm loving this whole shit show. It's amazing.
Oh God.
SoCal moment, yeah.
It is very much a SoCal moment.
Hey, now I resent that. I'm from SoCal, and I never turned out that fucked up. Hey, now that's not cool.
Well, I'm from SoCal too, and I've seen some fuck shit.
Oh, fair enough, I guess. If you're from SoCal, you can make that joke. Only we can make these jokes, everybody. You can't make them. Only we can.
Oh,
man. I'm sorry that I joined at the tail end of this. I wish I was here for more of it. That seemed like it was a trip.
It was,
Same
though.
here.
It really was.
I was too busy
I was
playing
like,
fucking the new Warzone, so like I was kind of preoccupied.
Apologies for
wait.
the other two people I meant to put in here. We got kind of unfocused and whatever. So what's up? What's up, Gage? What's up, Knight? Feel free to express yourself.
Okay, well, that whole situation was just wow. It's almost impossible to fathom that level of fucking insanity. But then when you're right there looking at it, it's genuinely baffling. Now, a while ago, I should probably say this because this might give a little bit more context as to just how out of it this motherfucker is. Like back when this is a few years ago, he tried to enlist in the military. Yes, he did try to enlist in the military. He actually recorded himself on one of his retarded little podcasts calling around all these recruitment offices. Which, honestly, if I had been in charge of that recruitment office and I was the recruiter and some dumb fuck called us up saying he wanted to join the military just so he could get off his medication, I would travel to his house and beat him within an inch of his life, so his medication would be the least of his concerns. But the fact is, like, he admitted that his own parents had basically threatened him that if he got off his medication at any point in time, they would basically have him re-hospitalized.
So, what's Lance like without medication?
I don't know. Like, I can't say anyone's really seen it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want. So this is Lance on his medication?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks
Holy
like it.
fuck, dude! This dude's a fucking basket case. This is
Yeah,
a horror
he's
show.
a
I swear to
fucking
God.
fruitcake.
It absolutely
He's a
is,
fucking
dude.
fruitcake.
Like,
So this whole
I could only imagine the shit he would do if he was off his medication.
Man's
Bruh.
absolutely psychotic.
Dude is a walking, talking time bomb.
This is beyond a bruh moment. What the fuck is wrong with him?
I gotta use the dosage on
That's
him.
my moment before you get the black and white transition to a murder scene.
It's only a matter
If you
of time
go
before
to
this
Bob
guy
Sanders' channel,
pulls an
this
Elliot
is part of
Rogers,
it.
man. It's gonna be
Basically, I was
bad.
Trying to get him to talk about, just trying to get him to answer different questions. And when I got to the kids and the DeviantArt and him trying to look for minors' nudes, he said, "I don't care." And my ears went up because it's me and I'm half insane. And then I started thinking, oh, interesting. Because I'm a counselor and I know when I'm being bullshitted, and he's probably the biggest bullshitter I've seen in a long time. But he done fucked himself in that one.
Honestly, I was like that. I was playing Shadow of War because I'm bored and I like to play Pokemon with orcs. And essentially, what happened was I heard that too. So for a hot minute, I just basically just like turned off the game and said, "What the fuck?" And I was like kind of screaming at Foxager to let me on the server to ask the questions. Because that was insanely crazy. Like I was like, how do you go from an answer of whether or not you go for you touch kids or you're trying to go for nudes and you're like, what was the answer? I don't care. What kind of answer is that? What kind of fucking answer is that?
You know, shit
That's
like
the
this
answer
makes
to
you want to
guilty
get into
motherfucker.
like forensic psychology.
Yeah, and when Cass started asking questions, he continued to mute and rage and mute and rage.
Yeah.
And oh boy, it was quite something to. Cass is a much better interrogator than I am. I'll freely admit that. But when Cass started going after him, that's when things started to. He started to get all angry and butthurt, and then he decided to kick all of us, which doesn't look suspicious, guys. I mean, come on. We're all adults here. We know that innocent people usually destroy the conversation. It's nothing to be suspicious over.
You just caught him torching the evidence. Nothing to worry about.
See, like, honestly, this wouldn't be such a big deal if he didn't have a history of this suspicious behavior from the start, you know? So, think of it like this, right? So, he has a history of doing this all the time. He will get mad. He'll spurg out. He will, when you ask questions, and then he'll delete stuff, and then he repeats the same process. Like, again, if you guys want, I'll probably a bit later, like, go through the small video response that these people made talking to him. When he was confronted about why he merged two servers together which was one was an adult baby diaper fetish server, and the other was like a Minecraft server. His response was, and I quote, "I don't care." When someone said, "Don't you find the safety of kids concerning because they might get molested over this?" He's like, "I don't care."
Ding ding.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking back a bit, and when Lance said that he messed up, I think, honestly, this is my speculation, he means more than just joining Rape Eco or merging those servers together. I think he's hiding. This is just speculation. Take it with a massive grain of salt. I think he's hiding something massive.
Yeah, no, he's always doing that. He's always okay. The fuck is? Anyway, excuse me. Sorry. I'm very, very spastic today. I know this was not planned. I was actually planning entirely something else to do a show on very soon, and then this happened. It was like, holy shit.
I mean, it's just.
Well, I can, so otherwise I might not get another chance.
I mean, I'll give it to him. He knows how to lie, lie bold-faced. But unfortunately, when you rage and then meet people and then you quit, that's when the lie starts to appear. And unfortunately, he's not that good of a liar. He's good at sounding like he's telling the truth, but when it comes to lying, he's such a goddamn retard. Sorry, God. I know I'm not supposed to take your name in vain, but still.
Yeah. I've kind of noticed that a lot of the conversation just went with a lot of sidestepping, anger, saying I'm a better person, blah blah blah, and then he was just like, "Oh, why did you do this?" And then just fucking skedaddles more than a couple of times out of the VC. He leaves his own VCs. You know, it's his own fucking streams and shit. He just leaves it. Doesn't even stay on his own shit, his own show, because he does his podcast on other websites, one of those podcast websites, you know. Make your own podcast, run a show on it, blah blah blah. Quite literally, he fucking just walks right off of his own shit because he got mad.
Not only that, but when he films his own podcasts or records them, I should say, he'll walk off for almost 20 minutes of just fucking dead air.
Oh yeah.
He has the balls to say that he wants people to donate money to that shit.
Tonka's relative.
I mean,
yeah.
Lance,
Give me money for more mediocre bullshit.
I mean, Lance, if you're watching this, which you more than likely are, there's no running from this. We've got you red-handed. There's no running.
Gold cocks him with a glass dildo.
Look, at this point, I'm just tired. This is what I don't understand, because he does the whole, well, you understand how it feels to be accused. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been accused of many things for going after predators. It's kind of par for the course that if you try hunting these people, they will falsely accuse you of a lot of shit. I've been dealing with that recently with how my turn of phrases and what I've said about, internet jokes and telling Safa to kill herself, for example. And the reason I don't care is because I'm used to it. Let's be real, all this internet drama, how's the best way to explain this? You're going to get accused of shit on the internet if you keep losing your nuts over this. Then people are going to assume you did something wrong. It is what it is. I'm sorry, but that's fact. This isn't a police interrogation. This isn't like the police interrogating you to your face, accusing you of being a chomo. This is literally just asking a civil question on a YouTube channel, through a Discord server on a YouTube channel. It's really not that big of a deal. So if you're gonna react like this, of course people are gonna think you're suspicious, Lance. You do this all the time. So let me run through the gauntlet about what goes on with Lance here for anyone who's involved for a hot minute. Lance will do things like run servers. Then he would be accused of hosting pedophiles in it. The server. Then he screams, deletes the server, and then the process repeats.
Rinse and wash and rinse, repeat until done.
He has been accused of this a multitude of times. Every single fucking time. And every single fucking time, it's always the same, and he deletes his stuff and tries again later. Is this a behavior of someone who's actually innocent of their crimes? I don't know what to tell you, chat. That's up to you to decide. But for me, I doubt it. I really do. I really doubt it.
Someone
Rage
named
Cat.
Chelsea. Someone named Chelsea says he's hiding the truth, and that's what I think too.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem is, anytime someone calls him out on it, he deletes his stuff. So, like, I think next time we need to hope for people to be a little better on doing the archival work before saying stuff. But you know, we're not the only group dealing with him. So that's the problem, is that you have a lot of people who will just accuse him straight up of something they instantly saw without archiving anything first half the time, and then he deletes shit, runs away, and then comes back later. It is a frustrating process.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
Oh yeah.
I did try taking a look into Lance, and this guy has 9 years of history since 2013. I haven't had the time to look through all of it because, you know, I touch grass and all. I'm getting my life together.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get you.
But he does have a long Rolodex of like crazy shit.
I'll guarantee one thing: he will come back at some point, and this process will just repeat. So I highly doubt that the opportunity is lost.
He'll be back.
Fortunately, Fox Azure got the conversation.
Yeah, if you wanna send me the links about it. If you guys want to watch that section of the Fox Azure streams on it, where that was caught on his stream before I popped in, I would recommend you watch that as well, because that was what happened. Like, near the end, he kind of just admitted to some stuff, and like, I popped in asking, "Yo, what the fuck?" Is that what he's just said? We got a lot of people in there saying he's clearly guilty. Okay, so we got a lot of people that don't believe anything for him.
Well, the reason it's hard to believe him is because every time he says something, he always like changes the story like every other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
he
Kat,
does.
I'm gonna assume the people who said no actually pressed it, knowing they can't change their answer. Oh boy.
Yeah, give me a hot second, everybody. I'm just looking through some stuff right now. Anyway, thank you guys for entertaining being on the show. Anyway, just thought I would bring that up because
Sure.
like, holy shit.
Like, honestly, Professor Curious sent me some screen caps recently of a Twitter exchange with someone where the dude more or less told Prof some interesting shit.
Sorry?
Yeah, Prof sent me, like, a while ago, I should have brought this up. Like, let me pull it up. I know Prof either put it in my general in my Discord or he DM'd it to me. Let me have a peek. So I believe Professor Curious, like, DM'd me some shit involving Lance, a bunch of, like, crazy shit that happened involving him and some other shit that went down years back. Let's see here. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, let's that. Let's see, relevant.
All right, I'm gonna get my food real quick. You guys handle yourself here. I'll be gone in a minute. I'll be back in quick.
Okay, I'll play some Goodbye Boulders.
Goodbye, ball.
Whoa, Kimosabi.
Alright, I got
Dead
one.
air.
Let me grab the other. Lance, I'm sorry, there's no running from this. You'll never run far enough because it's almost hilarious that you think we won't find you.
Let's see here. Like, let me scroll up. It should still be in here. Because I know that, like, earlier in the... It was either earlier this week or late last week, but Prof sent me, like, a bunch of screen caps where someone on Twitter had more or less said, like, yeah, Lance has been openly caught, like, tweeting death threats at kids and shit because they refuse to be his friend online.
Lance.
What the fuck?
Lance, if you're watching this, and most likely you are, roll the fuck up and hold yourself accountable.
Keep in mind this shit's a little bit old, but it is something that happened.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Hey, doing this, guys, but I got it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Next time I'm just gonna save it outright instead of having to scroll up and find the shit. Oh, here we are.
Well, hey, doing this, guys, I gotta go hang out with my family. I'll talk to y'all later.
Alright, see ya. Have fun touching grass.
Yeah, I know. I need it. Have a good one.
La 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 la.
Someone said,
All
"Here's
right.
Age makes you into Plants vs Zombies."
Or I'm gonna post it in the general really quick, so let me scroll my ass up there. Find the scroll. Oh Jesus! Like, please tell me it actually saved it as a fucking viewable format.
MCO. Oh my god, it's the logs.
You have to download it.
I wish it would just save as the initial image for fuck's sake instead of that shit. It's like, no, what I wanted to do was download it in an archivable format. Why would I want to download the actual fucking image now? You think you're being helpful, but you're really not.
Like,
All right, there we are. All right,
Like,
now I got him.
I don't think he understands that even if he does come back, Fox Azure was doing the work of God and got him on this interview, so I'd hate to say this, Lance, but I'm sorry, you can't run. He'll just, and if you just false flag him, he'll put it back up anyway. Sorry. I enjoyed mining information from you, and I enjoyed being your friend. And I said that I would only, and I said full tilt that I would be your friend if you talked. But unfortunately, now you fucked yourself. There's no way I'll be friends with you. Come and kill
Well,
me.
no one else is gonna fuck him, so he has to settle.
Whoa! I never said anything about fucking him.
Well, he said he fucked himself, so he has to do it. No one else is gonna do it.
God damn it.
He has to. He has to, Minuteman. No one else will settle. We just don't understand the glory of fucking oneself over continuously. Like, apparently I just never discovered the joy of nuking my own reputation in a single swoop. Yeah, so, like, anyone that's in the call right now, like, feel free to read those out or find a way to, like, send them to Cass or what have you. Come to think about it, I'm gonna DM them to Cass real quick. Wish I didn't have to fucking finagle shit to go to the goddamn DMs.
La 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 la.
Here's the part where I serenade you, sounding like a mermaid that just got hit in the head with a wrench. Everything in the room dried up and sealed itself shut. There you go, guys.
Like, Blades will legitimately think that he can just reappear.
Now, keep in mind, this stuff is all from 2014.
Fox, you're amazing. It's incredible you got that.
Keep in mind, like, this shit's from 2014. This is from 8 years ago, so this shit has been going on for quite some time. So, like, that'll be waiting for Cass when he gets back. Like, I'm hoping he gets around to it and puts that on the screen, because that shit right there is some really damning shit. Because this happened before any of us even became aware of his fucking existence. So we can't say that this was, like, shit that was made up, like, recently for the purpose of downing him, because let's be honest, you don't need to do a lot to hurt Lance, you just have to make fun of him once or twice, and then automatically he's lighting up the ceiling beam.
Like, I'm sorry, Lance, you can't outrun this. No, I'm not sorry. That's a turn of phrase. I'm not sorry.
The only reason I had sympathy for the devil is because he was an angel once, and even that was kind of pushing it.
I mean, it depends on what you believe. I personally believe he's the embodiment of everything evil. But, yeah, there is the Bible to consider. And I know I'm a born-again Christian. I know a lot of people aren't, but still. I just got off topic. Lance, I know you're watching. I know you're crying in a corner, maybe getting rammed by daddy one more time. But you won't be able to escape this at all. We'll just keep calling and until your dad finally finds out what you've been up to, and it won't end well for you.
Like, honestly, do you know what I really wonder about all that shit that involved what happened in 2014?
Please.
Like, part of me wonders if the reason he threatened to kill himself, part of me wonders if the real reason that it happened, it wasn't because he was, like, being forced to get a job. Part of me wonders if it was because he genuinely thought he might go to jail.
Yeah, and it's probably keeps occurring to him when he keeps fucking himself.
I mean, how many times must you put your foot in your own mouth before you realize you hate the taste of shoe? I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I just openly keep creating ways that it could happen to me.
I do that sometimes, especially with girls. That's why I'm still not up. But as far as that goes, it's nothing near as bad as what Lance is going to do. Lance continues to do.
Well, the problem is Lance has no charisma. He's not particularly bright. He can't really get along with anyone because he basically wants everyone to treat him like he's the reincarnation of Jesus, and if he doesn't get what he wants, he does what he does with, well, what he did to Dan or me, where he tries to more or less threaten you into submission or subservience, and if it doesn't work, he spurgs out and cries.
If only he'd screech like Ross. That'd be so much fun.
I think the closest we ever got to that was when he finally had that episode and started screaming at you during that one stream where he just started screaming racial slurs at you for like almost 5 minutes. Man, that was some like weird. That was a weird fucking moment.
I don't know why. I seem to have that effect on him. It's really quite humbling.
It's like, I understand you're mad, but do you really need to scream racial slurs?
I mean, people have called me a girl because I don't have the deepest of voices. But I didn't think I sounded that black.
I don't recall speaking in Ebonics.
Well, Lance tried to. He keeps trying to do that on his rap music.
The blackest thing about him will be his eyes. Like, I want to see him just say the wrong thing in one of those inner city communities and just watch everyone just beat the absolute shit out of him.
He's like a lonely island with, what was that? That guy pretending to be a Jamaican, Rastafarian.
I don't know. The thing is, though, realistically, do you want to know what would happen? Like I usually don't condone animal abuse, but with fucking Lance, I understand why. Because really, like, beating him up is not even assault at that point. It's like what would happen if you beat up a retarded dog. But I'd actually feel bad for hurting a dog. Him, I'm not sure I'd have any sympathy. And it's not like I hate my fellow human beings, it's just the fact is, when you act like such a shitty person, and you do such awful things to people at every chance you get, to the point to where everyone thinks you're an asshole and no one fucking likes you because of it, you more or less, like, you create that environment where everyone's like, yeah, fuck you, I don't care about your problems, because you've proven that you don't give a shit about the damage you do.
Okay, I'm back. What's up, guys? Apologies for that. I needed to get my food.
DM'd you some very interesting stuff that prof dug up.
Thank you guys for the information. Just give me a give me a hot minute.
Very, very gassy today.
Fish
Yeah,
does
well-
wonders to the fox's body, and not always the best way.
Shellfish is making me sick.
And I sent you the videos on the live stream Discord chat.
No problem. So what is this? What the fuck is this?
It's an old thing that Prof found when he was going through like Lance's old Twitter. He dug up this old exchange.
Huh. So this is all way back from October 27th, 2014.
14, yeah, this is a long ways ago.
That is a long time ago. Absolutely. Give me a sec to see if I can put this on screen. Alright. Okay, hold on. Come on, work.
Yeah, if we can put those 2 videos up here, and that'll make everything
Alright.
so very clear.
John Doe, Sexy Grows 1, MCL's rapper, Lance, if you don't stop bothering me, more of your videos will be released. I suggest you stop bothering people or the videos will be released. What is messaging about? A case who threatened to murder little boys who refused to be his friend. Lance, stop stalking people, you lunatic pedophile. Ooh. Interesting chat. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Apologies.
And then there's those 2 videos I put on the Discord chat.
I'll put them in the link in the description later on. But anyway,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I was not expecting it to make a stream as a thing. I just took the opportunity because Lance is the type that will never give me an opportunity to talk to him. So any opportunity I can take the Mac on him, I will literally partake in. So apologies if this is not structured. I do promise that some of my other streams coming out very soon are not going to be this chaotic and this lack of focus or structured or anything. Although this is going to be funny. This is funny content because the things I will talk about pretty soon are not going to be funny. There is some interesting developments to say the least. So, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
You're welcome.
I got pizza. I gotta go.